somewhere between the celebrity status and the eye rolls of derision from critics sarcastically calling for a telethon to raise funds for Sophie Grégoire-Trudeau, lies a question. Just what do we expect from the Prime Minister's spouse? Gregoire-Trudeau caused controversy by saying she needs more help in her role. She told Quebec City's Le Soleil newspaper that she's flooded with requests to speak at events, more than she and her lone staffer can even respond to. I want to be everywhere, but I can't, she said. I have 3 kids at home, and I have a husband who is Prime Minister. I need help. I need a team to help me serve people. Not well received by those who already criticized the Trudeaus for having 2 taxpayer-funded nannies.
This is really about tax dollars. At the end of the day, anything that requires extra services comes from the taxpayers, so they have to justify it.
We're going to talk about women feeling overwhelmed. Let's talk about everyday Canadian women feeling overwhelmed.
Political opponents are happy to push a narrative they feel works against Trudeau, that of Liberal entitlement. While the Liberals are keen to suggest the Trudeaus are well-liked and working hard to connect with Canadians. They point out Gregoire-Trudeau supports charities and initiatives like fighting anorexia and bulimia, getting teen girls active, and encouraging Canadian art and fashion.
So we find that a perfectly appropriate conversation to have. Does she have the adequate support to undertake these official functions?
Lorraine Harper had 1 staffer. Mila Mulrooney had 3 and an office in the same building as the Prime Minister. She was criticized for it.
I think I have a very, a very definite idea about who I am and what I believe in and what I think was good for me as the wife of the Prime Minister.
And somehow, 30 years later, we're still saying, how dare you request help?
The author of a biography of Mila Mulrooney argues being the Prime Minister's spouse is a job.
Here's a woman who's expected to make 50, 75 speeches a year. Who's going to arrange that? Who's going to write the speeches?
In fact, the Liberals won't say precisely how many requests Gregoire-Trudeau gets, only that they're looking at new ways to help her out. Catherine Cullen, CBC News, Ottawa.